Yeah, once again, you're welcome to Global Platform. I have a team today of the panelists, the child of Lumumba, Abias, and I have the East African citizen, Kajuga Rogers. You're most welcome to the show. Today, Saturday, we always tell you that this program runs from 9 a.m. and we are proudly sponsored by Pimpa Promotions, located at Kasubi. Please reach out to them and you'll get your issues solved. Those who want to learn graphics, those who want to learn elements of computer and study computer, those who want to receive very nice pictures for their parties, please, this is the only solution you have to have those memories put in your sitting rooms and everywhere. Yeah, so I'm going to, in a quick roundup, I'm going to allow them to communicate to us, have an introduction, then we shall kick off from there. You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, the moderator. I'm Abias Musime, Abias at Lumumba Empire, Pan-Africanist, a teacher. I'm glad to be here and I appreciate Fiktube and Global Platform for giving us an opportunity as young generation to begin articulating issues affecting us, affecting a common citizen, affecting Africans. I'm happy to be here. Welcome, viewers. Thank you.
Yes, good morning to our viewers out there. As they said, my name is Kajuga Rogers Metanik, the East African citizen. One of the things I'm proud of is we are trying to amalgamate all our good heritage of East Africa into one. So I'm so proud to be one of the people to call themselves an East African citizen. Once again, I would like to thank Fiktube and Pimpa Promotions. You guys are doing some great things around, and I know people are crediting you for whatever you are doing. Thank you for hosting us. Then again, our moderator, I'm so honored and profound to be here, and I believe today we shall contribute too much to today's discussion. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, the East African citizen and the child of Lumumba from Lumumba Empire. Yeah, as we proceed, the topics today are a bit formative, and we are going to begin with the issue of the parish development model. In the news just yesterday, people of Bududa district received the bit of the money allocated or supposed to be allocated to them, and in this at least 7 million were given to part of the district, I mean the parishes in the district. And as it had been arranged that on before the beginning of the financial year, that is kicking off in July 1st this year. Yeah, before that, these parishes were supposed to receive 17 million to kick off the exercise of the parish development model. But we have seen that Bududa, among the first districts to receive that money, received 7 million. Each parish received 7 million for those that received. And so leaders are putting down their queries, complaining that they will not be in good terms with the electorate, the community, because if they begin distributing this money, may not be enough, and also they are going to receive a lot of resistance from the people, because people already know what they have to receive, and they were appealing to the government to quickly work on this issue of at least sending the whole amount that is supposed to be received beginning this financial year, which is going to kick off from 1st July. But now, our discussion rotates around that angle. What should be done to make this model effective? to make it unique from the other programs, development programs the government had tabled. So that's where we are rotating around. Besides that, we have the teachers demonstration, the industrial question they are posing. Those are the humanity teachers. They said they want to be added that lump sum, but then the government had, through the ministry, told them to go back to classes. Some people are calling it forcing the animal to go and drink water. So what is left out, government is not seeing to have this effective. We look at the urgency. We have the issue of the Commonwealth meeting that was supposed to be scheduled in 2020, but because of COVID-19, it was shifted twice to this year, 2022, from Rwanda. And so the commemoration began this Monday, and it's ending today, Saturday.
The other programs which are even similar, because I think they have just changed the beat within the past paperworks they have been doing. If you can take a look at the Bonaba Gagawale, NADS, Operation Wealth Creation, Emyoga, and the Parish Development Model. So you see, like, even people have lost hope in those past programs, and in which government anyway has been injecting a lot of money. If you can take a look at the recent Emyoga, it has not even survived for 2 years. But people have already lost interest in it, and it was a good design, the Emyoga, to help people like promote their skills, as in art, as in creativity, as in whatever. But when the money came, where is it now? Where is the relevance of Emyoga? Where is the relevance of Operation Wealth Creation and NADS and whatever? Yesterday I was listening to a story. There is an association from Chulhura, and one of the farmers was actually very much annoyed with the government. Like, during the NADS program, the government went to South Africa and bought Boer goats and brought them to distribute people. So, and they were buying one goat at 1 million.
What?
One goat from South Africa, it was being bought at 1 million to be given it. So when the government brought those goats and distributed it to people, one goat would be exchanged with five local goats and whatever. So like, yeah, the other man exchanged, like, got 5 goats, and they exchanged to get 5 goats were
The local goats.
Yeah. So he gave in 45 goats to get like 5 goats. So like, when he raised those great goats and whatever, in turn the government failed to look for market. The government had promised market, and then he failed to get the markets for the Boer goats that the government had. So you see, he was very dissatisfied. He was very annoyed with the government policies and whatever.
Because he made losses.
He couldn't find the market, and now that is the problem. If you can take, I think the government lacks on this. Like, you see, farmers, I want to tell you that Ugandans are actively participating in farming and whatever. But first of all, what does the government need to do? The government needs to first find the market. The market, if you can take a look at the prices of the markets, you see, like, prices of beans recently, prices of maize and whatever, they were very down to the extent that even a farmer, if you could invest like 1 million in farming, in turn you would get, like, prices are not there, the market is not there. So the government does not need to distribute money to people, but rather work on the fundamentals, work on the market, work on the research, invest in agriculture education, and sensitize people.
So
and
our question is,
yeah,
how best can that be done? How should leadership, because we have already these parish chiefs on the ground. Those people studied sociology, they studied development, they were public administrators who were given those opportunities. They call themselves the social workers. So they're already on the ground. So are they doing enough? Are they supposed to do enough to, because what is very important in this issue now is the mindset of the people, and also the leadership, right from the district level, or call it from the central government down to the parishes.
Now let me interject in. Like, you see, the problem is the mindset first of all, and again the kind of leadership we have. You see, even from the parish level to the local farmer, there are like 100 leaders who are going to be coordinating that program, and those 100 leaders need to be facilitated, need allowances, need fuel, need whatever. So you find that if the government had planned to give in 17 million, almost 10 million will be actually wasted in leadership, as in trying facilitating the fuel and whatever. So the program will not achieve its objectives. That is a matter of fact, and that is and of course even people do not trust these leaders, because these leaders have not done what they have not done what they should do.
What they expect.
Yeah. So people do not trust leaders, and when the money comes, people have a lot of problems. They have problems of school fees, education cost is high, health, they can't find good health. So they will certainly use that money to first satisfy or to first work upon the basic things, because you can't go to the garden when you're sick, you can't go to the garden when the child has not gone.
But then there is also another challenge. We see that at least every parish has been asked to form these development groups, circles, and you see that what has been happening, a small group of people form about 5, having the same people, same names, or names that are not in existence. You have a name, but there is no person behind it. And you see that when they receive this money, it comes to their benefit. That one is happening. I'll also try to go back to my locality. You see, in that period when the operational exploration was on the move, people registered their societies, but these societies were having 5 people registering 10 societies just to benefit. So we have that big challenge. If these leaders not go on the ground, see how many people have formed the group, is it a true group that has been formed, and also easing people, because there are those who don't have money, but at times they ask them a lot of money to form these groups, to give them certificates. A group should be given a certificate with a lot of follow-up, and then the too much follow-up that is needed to have these people who have formed the groups to effect the development, or get that money and it benefits them. So we are seeing that there is much which is supposed to be done in leadership. It's the biggest challenge. If leadership is not aligned well, it's going to cause a lot of problems. People going into bribing or taking the money into their own benefits, and yet it's supposed to serve the benefits. So the government on its own is doing its part, but maybe what we would caution it is to come back, do the follow-up, and be true. You know, we need religion in these things. Yeah.
Let me give you some small highlight. If you tell me you are going to give money to groups, people should form groups to get money. This was not an existing group. They only came together when they had, when you are in a group, we shall give you money. So if I find myself that the only way to get money is getting Fik, is getting Pimpa, is getting Abias, we come together and get money. Who doesn't want money? I also need money. I will say, please, hey guys, come. When we do something like this, we shall get money. But after getting money, Pimpa came from his own way. Also this one, we have even these different aspirations. So how dare you on earth think that this group will use money effectively? Those are the structural challenges we don't address when we are bringing in such programs. Because you don't simply gather people from the street and you say, when you are 6, when you are 3, and you form a group and you give it a name, we are going to rear pigs, finally you get money, and therefore we shall have achieved our objective of giving groups money and development will be effected. No way. Countries are not developed that way. And that's not how these sustainable businesses or programs or circles are formed. To have a sustainable program, this means you have a group of people who share the vision and the mission of what they are doing. But in a span of only a week or 2 odd days, people come up with a group, and you think when you give money, they will make wonders, and what Jesus Christ never did, they will do it and develop. That's not how we make things. And anyone designing the program, that is the structure weakness you should focus on. Not telling people, you just form groups, we give you money. You will keep giving money to groups, they will keep eating it, and you will never see any tangible development in the money we are giving to the people. That's the problem.
That's the problem, definitely. Yeah. And I think government needs to look into all those things. To know that to develop people, you must not distribute money, you must not distribute cash, but rather work upon the factors of development, work upon the issues, other issues. You need to look at other basic issues before just giving them money to do such things. Then, as maybe I conclude, I want also call upon Ugandans. Like Ugandans, if you have got a chance and received that money, please do the needful. Work hard. Try to be innovative, because the situation is going tense. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those very loving contributions. These people love their country. We are not after leaders, we are not after anyone, but we see the loopholes that at least need to be addressed. The gaps, we look at those gaps, and we assume as university students are key elements we need to have our leaders focus on. We thank them so much for the involvement and all of the efforts they are doing. But then the follow-up issue should be very key, as my colleagues have brought it on the table. The issue of leaders having a true work plan for these people, it's very important. Besides, our people need to change their mindset. If they have given you the money, please, it is to you, your development. The government is just helping you to do something. There's no money which is enough. The little you get, even if you've got 50 shillings, 50,000, that money is enough for you. You can begin something that can develop into something bigger, and you appreciate this government. So we call upon our people to also realize that. But I want, in 1 minute, you people, to send this message to the leaders. A leader who is right from the top to the bottom, and from the bottom to the top, because we have a unique change in this process that's running in 1 minute.
We have one challenge. When we come to these programs, and the leaders that are involved are typically leaning to one side, or if they are from different political ideologies, then you will find in a way there is a rough relationship. So it becomes hard to coordinate these activities. And Ugandans we are sated to know that if anything is coming from a leader in NRM, definitely these people are giving us money to support the government. Instead of money to use, it's money for me to keep on supporting the government. And before we change that one, before our leaders become critical and say, you know, you guys, the intention is A, B, and C, then our leaders have little to do. So what should we do? When we have such programs, we should make what we call these other dignitaries who are not elected leaders to manage such programs. And even we have a committee of village people, typically people who have some knowledge in running business and in running affairs, social workers, not politicians. If we can find a way of detaching politicians from the system.
So thank you so much, Metanik and teacher. And you know, if anything fails to be leaders from the grassroots, what should they do? We have seen people saying, if the money is given to me, it's from my government, I will have to eat it. People forming circles that are intended to get money to eat, not put down the plans. People making plans that are not achieving. So what is this message you're sending to the leaders? Because they have a lot of role, a big role to play in helping these people realize what they are supposed to benefit from these programs. If they are forming groups, how are they benefiting from them? If they are getting money, which businesses, which activities should they involve in, depending on the localities they are living in? Thank you.
Me, I'm appealing to the president himself and the stakeholders, the implementers, everyone in action, to come back to the drawing board and first establish where is the problem. By first going back to the different programs, and of which all in actual sense they were good, but and refer to them what is the problem before like distributing money to the people and to the citizens. So when they come to the drawing board and establish where the problem is, I think they will come to conclusion like, first of all, first change the mindset of Ugandans, first also invest in other factors of production like roads, like education, like research, and all those. That is where Ugandan will now begin to realize that the program is going to benefit him. But if it is not all that, anyway, the planning will be good, the whatever they will borrow loans, and what pains me most is that this money is sometimes money borrowed, and when it comes here and you find like, and of course these high interest rates and whatever. So, and when it comes here, you find like the government and the people are trying to play around with it, and it hurts, and it will affect with the young generation and the children. We are going to pay those debts. Because we are going to pay those debts, and I think that is, however much we might blame the farmers, the local citizens, and whatever, the government, it is its role, because it's the light of the people. It's the one supposed to be showing what should be really done. And if it is not that, the government should also put in a tight hand, imprison those ones who misuse the funds, to act upon harshly on those ones who do not do according to what the program needs. I think I can submit from there. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Our leaders, you've heard this. Parish development models have come to help Ugandans. So let's be people who work together. People are in our localities, people in the urban areas. If these ideas are brought on the table, please, if you are given money, do a productive activity and benefit from it. Our leaders, there's a lot to do. Follow up, make plans that are going to benefit our people. Those who form groups, please realize them up to the grassroots. Follow up. Identify if these people are forming true groups, and when they do, please help them sensitize on which area in which area should they invest this money. So then, if we have all of that on ground, and also the issues of swindling the money, it's really a big issue in the country. But let's have the religious heart, at least, to have these programs work out. Yeah, thank you so much. Right from there, I will still tell you that this program is proudly sponsored by Pimpa Promotions, located here at Princess Complex Building, and we offer a lot of activities for those who want to learn computer. Don't go anywhere. Come here and have your skills achieved. Those who want to get very nice snaps for parties, couples, please. Pimpa is a very nice room. It's going to offer you all of those services, graphics and all other activities. Yeah, those who want to learn to do their internships, basically the students from the university, those who are studying computer, those who are doing journalism, communication, come and receive your interns here, and they're going to help you. So we are Fiktube. Subscribe to our channel, and you get all of these ideas from these elites, I call them international elites. They're going to be actually so productive for you. don't discriminate. You know, they say they always listen to the prominent heads, but you may not be seeing through these heads. Yeah, so those who want to achieve developments in different aspects, you want to start a business, please look out to this Pimper. Come to our studio, we share a lot of things. Those who want to open up businesses, please, we can develop those proposals and you have something that is so productive for you. So from there, we want to run to our teachers, and I'm so proudly, actually I'm very okay today. I have a teacher. You should tell us why you are striking, why you're not taking the government's orders, because they told you to go back to class. But then our concern here, teachers are striking, fine. Government is telling them, please go back to, we are negotiating, go back to classes. But they say no. You can't just tell us to go back to classes when you've not developed something for us. And basically these are humanity teachers, teachers of arts. They saw it from what was granted to the science teachers. So a lot of voices have been cropping in the parliament, mostly the opposition. Recently they say they are going to back up the teachers. But then another issue again, university lecturers are intimidating, I would say. They say they are going to join teachers in this industrial action if the government does not look into it. But then, if the university lecturers come out like that, won't they also come out? So I think the government needs to come on the ground and sweeps away all of this situation. What is failing the government to? Because there is that money that is allocated for these unprepared intentions, the uncertainties. They can allocate that money and they say, at least for now, we are adding this percentage. That's simple. If you can buy a vehicle for someone, if you can crop in things that are worked on fast and then implementations are done, why not teachers? You know, I become so concerned. I'm a teacher, by the way, by profession, and I'm so concerned about the situation of teachers are going through. So that's where we are. What has the government failed to do, or what should it be doing to have these teachers also taken as serious? And I'm going to begin with the teacher in a few minutes.
Well, thank you, the moderator. I think in annoying mood, allow me say that if you see the government trying to play around with one of the most actually valuable professions, like the teaching profession, you see that the country is at stake. Yeah, as opposed to the science 4 million, and now of course the arts teachers are dissatisfied. Giving them 800 shillings is not enough for. And by the way,
for secondary, primary teachers are earning about 500.
Yeah, 500. And yeah, well, the moderator, in annoying mood, allow me like to put out my dissatisfaction with the government, and maybe to also feel sorry it is going on the stake. And now the problem comes here, like you see, Mr. President is trying to embrace science. Okay, it is good to embrace science in a country, but I want to inform you that even these subjects we take to be arts, they are science. If you can take a look at history is full of you feel like you feel sorry for the country. And one of the things that can first develop the country is education sector. Yeah. The government need to invest to invest massively in education than I think any other sector, first of all, because it is through education that we get good doctors. It is through education that we get good politicians who are going to lead this country without misleading the country in any way, that the kind of leadership we see right now. And if the government does not fully invest in education, you see like the country, the next coming generations will testify, will suffer. And now on this issue of industrial action, of course the arts teachers are striking against small salary, and of which I think it is true they should, because you need not, it is a kind of discrimination. First of all, it is a kind of discrimination. Teachers started from same schools, they are teaching same time within the same school, and now you increase the salaries of their counterparts, and for them you leave them sidelined. So you will find that even they will not feel such, they will not feel that respect.
So we
the
hear
morale.
children across the country are not studying. They have been from lockdown, and again they're in another lockdown of the action. They are greatly affected. So, and a teacher seems to caution the government to respond. The government may respond, but the process is going to take time. But what could be done faster to have these teachers back to classes and save these children, because they are about to do mock exams, those who are in candidate classes, and the PL is just at the door. UCE is just at the door. Those who are doing Senior 6, it's just coming. And these children they missed a lot of things. But should the government be undermining that angle of the children and focus on policies they are making? Because at least when there is an agency created, so when we look at this issue, where is the agency created? Saving the child. So how should they save the child? Is by negotiating with the teacher. They tell them, you wanted this, but I can manage to add this. How do you see? Let them go in auction. Tell the teacher, because of the situation in the country, I've added you this. Can you take it?
Yeah.
Because this is part of the development, the parish development models. Education.
Yeah. Of course, now if you can take a look at the government, what it has been doing in other urgent things, you have seen government can immediately intervene in Congo when there is an urgency, can immediately intervene in Karamoja and whatever. But when it comes to this issue, and an issue which is so much critical, which can put the country which is much crucial in the things to develop with the countries in the education sector. You see the government taking longer to respond, and yet we have been in you just wait.
So what I'm trying to explain is CHOGM, if it cannot solve these economic challenges of member states, then it's not good enough to keep around, hanging over, feel as if it's the patron, it's the ruler of its former colonies. That should not be the standard. What we need now is collaboration in market creation, in employment, in technological advancement, in helping these countries, just in that way. But if we think that CHOGM will come to fix our internal problems, it's a wrong misconception. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. There we are. We appreciate you gentlemen for that kind of nice contribution for this house. And as a country, we applaud you. And I know with the time, the government should see such faces to invest in than having politicians fronted on tables of cakes, and then at the end of the day they receive those big disappointments.
Genetically modified politicians.
Yeah. You say, but this big fish is hard to get. But they are children of Uganda. I'm sorry to call you children because you are born, you mind about your country. Yeah. So as we wind up, we say CHOGM, we don't want to hear the intentions why it was made, but what we want to hear from CHOGM is how it should do, achieve, help, solve the economic challenges of the African countries, and not again having the top control as the principles, but seeing to the standards of these African countries shaping themselves to the right procedure. We thank you so much. I want these men to say bye-bye to the house. and I keep reminding you that Fiktube is a platform that has come for the young generation to express their skills, to show out your talents. Come along, work with us. We are ready for the youth. We want to pull out the youth out of the shambles. Come out and express yourself. We have Pimpa, a studio that has come out to help the youth in gaining their skills. So subscribe to our channel and make us part of you. We shall be bringing you more and more good things. We come here to sit down specifically in this program of the global platform to help add the stone in the development of our country. But still we have other programs like Perception. It's always there streamed, that helps us in shaping our social life and also changing the mindset. We have other sports programs and music programs, so always subscribe to our channel. It has catered for everything a youth needs. Yeah, so gentlemen, in a one word, say bye-bye to the house.
Yes, as I conclude, I will conclude by saying like it really hurts, it pains in the period where we feel like Africa should begin to define her own problems without any foreign intervention, because we know what they have done to us. We see Chinese invasion here, we see America's invasion in Africa, we see the real kind of drama and politics those guys are playing within us to divide and rule. They are creating all the policies which is making Africa continue being pushed behind the curtain of civilization and political development. I call upon African leaders, I call upon the young generation to start addressing the challenges, or to start looking into the challenges affecting them, but by not looking at foreign powers, by not looking at even these leaders we have, because we have totally lost hope. They have sold our nationalism at a cheaper cost. So Ugandans, young generation, I call you to rise up, I call you to make research, I call you to work hard so that we can have a better Uganda in future, a better Africa in future for our grandsons and grandchildren. Thank you so much.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes, it was the UK Prime Minister, former David Cameron. He said, a country's development is not about building high skyscrapers, building nice roads, coming up with factories, putting up nice infrastructures. No, that is not development. Development starts with mindset change. And mindset change in our context, it's not about mindset change of the masses, what we call subjects back at home. Mindset change applies to our leaders who bring policies that are incompatible to people they are designing them for. Mindset change should apply to the subjects who feel that the money they receive meant for development, it's money given to be eaten just like a token of appreciation. So mindset change should be a two-way forward. To our leaders, their mindset has to change. To our masses or our subjects, their mindset have to change. When we construct Entebbe Express, Murago Hospital, specialized what, these companies, what, skyscrapers in Kampala, that's not development. Development is enshrined in the minds of people. If our minds do not shift from thinking in our traditional and archaic manner, we shall not have development. That is my message to Ugandans watching us. Lastly, I would like to salute Fiktube and Pimpa Promotions for designing this platform and identifying such programs and knowing what exactly the masses or the people out there need. Then to the young people, this is a call. Mindset has to start with us. I don't expect a 60-year-old or 80-year-old or 70-year-old to come and change my mindset or to change to turn around the situation in this country. It has to start with me and you. So I call upon all the young people to be the agents, the champions of mindset change in this country. That's the only way how we can realize tangible development. Thank you to our viewers and see you next time.
Thank you so much. It always ends with this. It always ends with education. We come to learn here. So whoever misses these programs, tell them please you're missing a cake, because this is an additional element to our development. I thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming to our people and talking to our nation. We hope whatever we have discussed here, it is a key element and adding a stone to our development. Tomorrow they will ask me, they will ask you that what have you added to the development of your country? I've spoken. And what at this stage I can do is to speak. And I will continue speaking and I will add a voice. Where I'm put to add my hand, I will do that because I'm serving my country. I will also add my voice to the element of what do we need to do as Ugandans. Let's not be much critical in addressing issues like government has failed to do this. This has failed to be done. Let's focus on elements of what should be done. And that's going to make us achieve and develop in our country. I call upon you to always subscribe to our YouTube channel and also like, comment, and offer your contribution to this program, the global platform. I'm your usual moderator, Mudecha. I always stress that name because my granddie, he used that name and he was a very prominent person in our community. So Mudecha Ramadan. So always subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I don't want to forget to remind you that Pimpa is here for every youth. If you want to learn every skill in graphics, in computer, we even promote artists. So you come along at Kasubi at Princess Complex Building. You're going to find us, and the numbers you see on the screen are the ones you have to reach out to get Pimpa faster, and you get your skills achieved or learnt. Thank you so much. Not until we meet another time, don't fail to subscribe, like, and comment. I remain Mudecha, your usual wonderful moderator. Bye.